Hello everybody, this is Bronco Juggalo, and it's time for another Hammer franchise. We are starting the Mummy franchise. Now this is from 1959, was directed by Terence Fisher, and it spawned 3 sequels, all of which we're going to be talking about in the next few weeks or so. This movie stars Christopher Lee as the Mummy, aka Cadiz, and it stars Peter Cushing as John Banning. Now, this movie is actually a mashup of 2 old Universal films. The first being The Mummy's Hand, and the second being The Mummy's Tomb. There's a great scene where Peter Cushing stabs the monster with a spear. And that scene was Peter Cushing's idea, and it actually was inspired from this poster art that was made for the movie, or promotional art. The writer of the original Universal Mummy movie thought that this movie was terrible, and he flat out called it disgusting. He hated everything about it. Me, on the other hand, I loved everything about it, and I have 0 cons. I thought this movie was phenomenal. I watched this movie a while back with Jason and had a blast. It was so much fun to watch it with him, and when I revisited it this time, I had just as much fun. My first pro was recreating Egypt on a soundstage. I thought that they did an amazing job. Everything looked great. The sets, the designs, the painting backdrop to look like, the Egyptian desert just looked great. There is some really good, as I said, sets. There's also some good locations. They did some good locations there in England, and I thought that all of those were just great. I think that the lighting in this movie truly creates the atmosphere for it. It is so well lit, and it's done just perfectly. When it's an ancient Egypt scene, it's lit well. When it's in the tombs, it's lit appropriately. When it's a dark and foggy night, it's equally appropriate. And I just love it all. The way this movie is lit is so good. The way the light seems to come off of the swamps, like you are actually in a swamp, was really cool. I think younger Peter Cushing is absolutely amazing in this film. Not only is he able to act his way out of any given situation, he is also very, energetic and athletic, so to speak, doing, you can tell, quite a few of his own stunts and things of that nature. I did really enjoy younger Peter Cushing in this film. I love the look of the Mummy, and I love that we get to really see the Mummy a lot, like the actual Mummy. That's one thing about the Universal that I really was not a fan of, was we didn't get to see him a lot. Well, in this one we do, and we get to see everything about him, and I think it's cool. Personally, I really enjoy the departure from the original film. I enjoy that we get this story set in rural England. And last but not least, I love that we actually get some action from the Mummy. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the 1930s Mummy. I think it's an amazing film. And I just like that we actually get to see the Mummy do some stuff. We get to see him fight. We get to see him take bullets. We get to see him take a spear. We get to see him kill people, basically. I enjoy all of that in this film. Guys, check out The Mummy from 1959 if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time with the next Hammer review. Peace.